are secret worlds within worlds, hiding in plain sight. If you come close enough to sweep your fingers through the water, a fish might dart away at your approach. The fish will then vanish into places beneath the reflections, where rich and varied forms of life thrive unseen, especially in the realm of the very small. Creatures of legend take form and lend their names to the nymphs, hydras, and cyclopses who live there. Now press a wet fingertip against your brow. The coolness of the moist smear is the work of evaporating particles, the primal elements of existence. Early Greeks named them little lumps of stuff, molecules, and indivisibles, atoms, without knowing their sizes or properties, or even proving their presence. Many of us think of them only as squiggles on blackboards, or the stuff of dangerous chemicals and bombs. But they link us to all life, the planet, and the deep history of the universe. The transformation of water into air reveals elemental connections between you and the lake. Every breath you draw invites lake water vapor into your body, and moisture from your lungs melts into the surface of the lake with each humid breath you release. You also run the alchemy backward, turning air into water. 1 in 10 of your tears is metabolic water that your cells crafted from airborne oxygen, some of which may have been made from water molecules by plankton in the lake before you. On the surface, this book is about lakes, but it is more than that. It is also about evolutionary processes that anchor the roots of all life in water. It is about inanimate air, water, and stone becoming an alga, then a shrimp-like copepod, then a trout, then a loon, or perhaps a person. It is about tracing your ancestral connections to distant aquatic relatives who are too small to see. It is about a tiny dab of tissue morphing into a wriggling tadpole, who later becomes a frog. It is also about people maturing as I did, in my growth from inquisitive kid to scientist, and as our own species is doing in this remarkable new slice of Earth history, the Anthropocene epoch, or the Age of Humans. These are the kinds of experiences I hope to share with you in still waters. But I also have another agenda in mind. More than a century and a half have passed since Henry David Thoreau wrote Walden, the world's best-known book about lakes. Walden is widely quoted for its commentary on the human condition, but it is also noteworthy for its treatment of lakes as three-dimensional worlds unto themselves, rather than mere playgrounds, resources, or reflecting pools. To my knowledge, no other book has done this so well for a general audience, but I also believe it is time for an upgrade that is more appropriate for our own century. It is a bold claim, so I will explain it briefly. Textbooks, manuals, and technical papers on the science of lakes abound, but they are not Walden. They are generally dry and inaccessible to the average reader, and most do not readily bring their subject matter down to a meaningful, personal level. In my opinion, two of the best and most comprehensive resources among them are G. Evelyn Hutchinson's 4-volume Treatise on Limnology and Robert Wetzel's Limnology textbook. Other, more reader-friendly books with lakes in their titles are more about people than lakes, a disappointment to someone who hopes to better understand what a lake is, how it works, what lives in it, or what challenges it faces in the modern world. In Walden, Thoreau blended what was then new scientific information with his own aesthetic and philosophical insights, but we have come a long way since he wrote, "Thank God men cannot fly and lay waste the sky as well as the earth." With an additional century and a half of scientific discoveries to inform us, we can look more deeply into the natural world and our place in it than Thoreau and his contemporaries could. Travel and literature searches are easier today than during the